So before we take a close look at my very small collection of SRS slot cars, I did want to give you a quick history snapshot of why this is a thing. Who made SRS? Why is SRS here? And what was its purpose? Now, with all the information I give, please take with a grain of salt, because I did find this from Google's and the interwebs, and it may or may not be right or wrong. But if there's anything crucially I do get wrong with the information about SRS, let me know in the comments. We do love all learning together. If there's something I missed completely and we need to know to help fill in the story, also hit the comments, because if you do watch my channel, I always get something wrong. But here we go anyways. So in 1982, a company named X and Waddens are ready to race slot cars, and here we have the SRS system. Now, it's not that easy. In Spain, this system was huge. It ran for a lot longer than it did in the UK. Now, my information bases itself around the UK, so I'll say worldwide other than Spain. And what you see in front of you was the second run of the SRS system. Now, in Spain, the first run had the RX motors fitted to the chassis, and I believe these did not, from the information I could find. But when I do look at these cars, I will double check to see what motor are on mine. But the Run 1 had RX and these did not, but it didn't stop there. They did continue the SRS system through the 90s, and in front of you, and you know I'm a Volvo fan, the 850 is an SRS2 system. Now the main difference is the SRS1s and the original runs were Lexan bodies. The SRS2 were hard bodies and also steering front end, which I have reviewed this car before. So please take a look at my channel if you want further information. And the Jag also was an SRS2 system. Now, when we talk about rare cars, Spain has them all. The ones you will see, like I did say, are the normal run cars that you or I will find on eBay and Facebook Marketplace. But if we are chasing the rare stuff, we have to look in Spain. So stay tuned. Let me see if I can find some Spain release SRS cars. Now let's take a close look at my small collection. So what better way to start off this SRS special with a beautiful red Ferrari F1 car. Now this weekend is Monaco. I'm a huge F1 fan, so let's kick it off with the F1 car by Ferrari. But I'm super excited that the SRS range has F1 cars. But the first three cars you see in today's video, I did purchase from scalextric. Please visit his website, because without him, I wouldn't have had three more SRS cars. He does buy massive slot car lots throughout Australia, and he sells them to people like you and I. So thank you, mate. And also check out his website, because the NSR Australian titles are happening in September. So please register if you haven't. So let's kick it off with this beautiful F1 car. Now, when we're looking at these, we'll have a look at the Lexan bodies more than anything else, because these are packaged pretty much the same, and this one is complete. Now, inside you'll find a baggie of goodies, extra axles, you'll have the instructions, but take a look at this beautiful Ferrari Lexan body. It looks incredible, very good condition, and I'm super excited to have this in my collection. The only thing I don't like about the SRS cars, and this will be across the range that I've got, is that very small guide. So let's check out car number two. What is it? Well, it's from scalextric, but let's have a quick look. So let's kick it off with car number two, the second car that I purchased from scalextric, another F1 car. It's the McLaren MT4 2B, complete in box, got all its axles, the bag of goodies, and the instructions. But let's have a look at this beautiful Lexan body, and I do love them. Every time I see them, I smile, because these things are absolutely incredible. Now, that small guide, I have to say, isn't the greatest for my Carrera plastic track, but that's just how they were made back in the day. But this thing's incredible. Massive thank you to scalextric, because this is the second car I purchased. But now let's check out the third car I got from him. Is it an F1 car? Let's have a look. So the third and final car from scalextric isn't an F1 car, but I'm not disappointed. It's the incredible Lancia LC2. Mint in box, we'll call it. It's changed color a little bit. The color of the Lexan shell has seen better days, but it's complete. Extra two axles in there, the bag of goodies, the instructions, and that Lexan body looks awesome. The Lancia LC2 is really well done. But what I do like about these cars is how they are attached to the actual chassis, which the four holes punched out on the side. Really cool, and again, in really good condition. So third and final car from scalextric. Thank you, mate. I'm so happy you have these on your website, because that's three extra cars that I now have in my SRS range. Now let's check out car number four. Who's it from? The man himself, Mr. Darren. So the fourth car in my collection is very special to me, and I did do this in one of my 5 favorites, and this was sent to me by Darren, a subscriber of mine. Mate, it is in incredible condition. I'm a huge Porsche fan. It's a Porsche 956. I do have 2 Porsches in my collection, but both with different liveries. Again, complete in box, looks incredible. The Lexan body is in really good condition. But it's very special because it was a gift to me from him. So thank you, Darren. I still can't stop smiling, mate, but what a wicked looking car. So that is car number 4. Let's move on to car number 5. What is it? It's another Porsche. So for car number 5, we have another Porsche 956 in the mobile livery. So 2 different liveries now, which is really cool. I love same cars, different liveries. Complete inbox, the axles are there, the bag of goodies, the instructions. Unfortunately, the Lexan body has seen better days. It's a bit discolored like the Lancia, but that's okay. My biggest rule of thumb is if this was incomplete, I would still purchase it because there's some items I have missed out on in the past because I was too picky, and if I want to go get them now, I'll be paying a premium. So I think my rule for today is if you see it, buy it because you will regret it. Boxed or unboxed, grab it. So car number 5, it's a beauty. Let's finish with car number 6 and wrap this up. So last but not least, car number 6. This is a dinosaur in my collection. I've had it for many, many years, and it's the incredible Peugeot 205 Turbo 16. I love this thing, but this enforces this statement I made before. It's incomplete. The box is in good nick. It's got the foam insert, the car, and the chassis. But all the parts, pieces, and the instructions are not there. But I purchased this at the time knowing that I may not see this again. And not only up until a day or two ago, an amazing subscriber of mine sent me an email of one of these complete saying, Trav, check this out on eBay. And I have to say thank you, because without some of you guys out there, I wouldn't find some of this stuff. So if you do see stuff I might like, please email me. But here it is, a beautiful looking car. The Lexan body has probably seen better days. I have run this numerous times around all my tracks. But unfortunately, those small guides don't really perform well on plastic track. They are ball terrors on the straights, but when it hits the corners, they do want to pop out. But I have yet to try one of these, I believe, on a big wood routed track, so stay tuned for that. But there it is, car number 6, a dinosaur in my collection, one of my favorites in my collection because I think it was the first SRS car I purchased. But what do you think? So there we have it. The SRS special is done and dusted. I'm surrounded by this wall of SRS goodness. A massive thank you to Scalextric for selling me those 3 cars that I would not have found if it wasn't for your website, mate. So thank you very much. And a massive thank you to Darren, who did send me the Porsche 956 to add to my collection, which is very special to me. So thank you, mate. I appreciate it. And I've snuck in the 2 S2 cars down there just to break up this great wall of SRS. But as always, at That Slot Car Guy on Instagram and YouTube, be safe, take care, support your local. Ciao.
Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side.